Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to the Falkland Islands. I am in the tornado today. The tornado. Let's have a look outside. Boom! Look at that. GR4, I believe. It's got the forward-looking infrared thing. I'm not turning the radar on because the radar doesn't work. It never did. It was rubbish. Okay, so I think in the F3 they actually took the radar out because it was so rubbish. They replaced it with a load of metal plates just to get the weight right, and a bit of cement and stuff like that, and just put it in the hole for the right weight because it was absolute garbage. Anyway, yes, here we are. Let's have some flaps. We have some flaps. There's a lever here somewhere. There we go. Have some flaps. Cool. I haven't got anything assigned for the wing sweep, so I can't sweep the wings today. But I don't need to. I'm just going to go thunder off and brakes off. Fly the Tornado again. There's only 2 aircraft I've flown all the way around the entire world, and the Tornado was the first one, and the Canberra Bomber was the second one. Get in! Okay, gears up. Looks quite weird, doesn't it, without any tanks and things. Okay, 300 knots. It's a big, heavy old aeroplane, you know, it's a big old girl. But she's great. She brings back a lot of good memories for me. I love flying this. Like I say, I flew it all the way around the world. Not just I did the Canberra in 40 hours around the world, but I did 280 hours flying the Tornado around the world, and I just sort of went round all the continents. And I did actually try to make it to the Falklands, but the weather was atrocious in Patagonia and not Patagonia. Uruguay. I could only get as far south as Uruguay, and it was absolute pants. So I did a token flight around, and that was that really. But I couldn't really do much more. And then off to Chile and up the other side, and yeah, around the world. Yeah, it was great fun. Honestly, this was great fun flying this aeroplane. So, I mean, people say to me, how many hours have you got on the Tornado then? And well, you know, I did the world tour in 280, so I've flown it quite a bit. But I've probably, let's just say for argument's sake, I've got about 300 hours on it, which I know isn't a lot. So I've talked to RAF pilots and they go, oh, I've got 1,000 hours. I say, 1,000 hours? Okay. Sounds like fun. It has got terrain following. Terrain following, we can push buttons and things. Let me remote autopilot on. Terrain following, and you can set the terrain down there. There's a knob, and you can set it to what height you want it to be at, which is cool. I used to have 1,500 feet set, but you can go right down lower than that, but it was a bit scary. I used to try it in the Alps and things, and it'd go over the Alps okay. But yeah, it's useful if you want to come in somewhere and it's IFR. You can set your terrain following, and then you can come down and down and down until you don't go down any lower, and hopefully you can see something before you come into land. That was good. That was good, I remember. But it is a low-level bomber thing, this. She's a heavy old girl. With the wings swept back, maximum speed I got out of her was 815 at sea level, down a fjord in Norway. Obviously, that's where they have fjords. But that's the wing sweep lever just down there next to the throttle, just to the right of the throttle. You pull it back and forwards and things, and flaps won't come down if you've got the wings swept back at all. So you have to practice being able to land. Imagine you have a whole hydraulic failure and your wings are swept back and they won't come forwards, and so you just got to land it with no flaps, so the wings swept right back, which is ridiculously fast. But yeah, you have to do all that. You have to practice all that. And you've got what was it? The EPS, the emergency power system down there with the yellow and black lines around it. If you conk out, you have to hit that, and that'll give you some emergency power for steering and things. Otherwise, you've got to bang out, I'm afraid. Great old bus, though. I mean, I loved it. I absolutely loved flying the Tornado. It was a great, fun plane. Flew it all around the world, all around Africa and Australia, out to New Zealand, right way down to Christchurch, and then back towards Tasmania. Can't remember. Capital Hog something. What a great plane. Really like it. So it still remains one of my all-time favourites, you know, even though I don't have a tremendous amount of hours on it. Like I say, probably, that's a guess, I'd say 300. That's a guess. But the beauty of VR flight sim is you can just build those hours up. You can go as many hours as you want, and you can say bollocks, you know. I'm going to the Cannes Film Festival. I'm going off to south of France. Put the wife in the back, and off we go. And we're going down there. And you couldn't do that in the RAF. You know, they'd say, you can't do that. You can't just swan off in one of our planes, enjoying yourself. I want you to be up at 4 in the morning, and when it's raining, and do a pre-flight check and things like that. You know. And really? Are you sure? Yes. Right, well, landing speeds. What was I can't remember. 160, 170, something like that. 240. Can put wheels down. I can put some flaps in there. The runway's over there. Look, see if we can land it. It's been a long time, and you do forget. You've got to stay current on these things. You can't just not fly them for a year or two and then jump in them again, because that won't end well. So here we are, we're coming in. It's got thrust reverses and things like that, but I haven't got them allocated, so I'm going way too fast. Need some speed brakes. 120, 280, 280, 180, 170. Oh, come on. You're running out of runway, go around, full power, air brakes in, gear up. Oh, it's really turbulent today. Okay. I'm way out of practice. I've got the new Thrustmaster controllers. A320 controllers for the two throttles there, look. So they do work. But you can't, there's no throttle rocking going down, and there's no reverse thrust. You have to faff about setting all these things up. That's what I say. When you fly one particular aeroplane, you're far better off getting it all set up properly for one aeroplane, and then stop faffing about. Just get loads of hours in on that aeroplane and enjoy it as you should to the full. My G meter there, look. This is wicked. Absolutely wicked. Love this aeroplane, I do. She's like I say, she's a heavy old girl though. It's like shagging a fat girl, you know. It's good. It is good. I like fat girls. I don't care what anybody says, right? Fat girls are good, especially in bed. And this is a fat girl. I like flying this girl. Where's my gun? It's over there. Right, let's see if we can sort ourselves out a bit better this time. 195, that's looking better. Let's have some wheels. Let's have some brakes are in. Let's have some flaps. One stage. Just come in with one stage at the moment. Got the aircraft set to rad alt at the moment. R1400, you can see there. I need a better headset. I can't see the runway very well. Okay, 230, so supposed to be touching down about 160, I think, depending on how much fuel you got on board. Down to 20 something, 25. Okay, so they're supposed to put on another few knots for each bit of extra fuel. No, I think we can manage it. That looks good. It's looking good. I'll have another stage of flap. 180 is good enough for me. There's a lot of turbulence, a lot of wind here today. Weather's horrible. It's always horrible in the Falklands. Well, most of the time it's horrible. I've had a few nice days. You know, it's not been that bad. Come on, get it on the runway. Middle of the runway. Oh, God. Middle of the runway would have been better, old boy. Right, that's it. I am seriously going to have to go and do some circuit bashing if I want to continue flying this aeroplane. Because that is not good enough at all. See how you get out to practice, you know, it's that easy. And I'm not making excuses, it's true. It's absolutely true. I landed this in Kathmandu, you know, in a 30 knot, 90-degree crosswind. And I was pissed as a fart. I was on the gin. It's absolutely true. You might probably find the film somewhere. In my deepest, darkest recesses of different accounts. It's out there. It happened. The roads, Kathmandu. Was it no, Mandalay. Mandalay, that was it. Road to Mandalay. Going across Burma. 30 knot crosswind. I thought, oh God, you're joking me. So, there we go, the Tornado. Which has been scrapped, I think's the word I was looking for. Which is a great shame, because this is a really, really cool aeroplane. Look at that. Look at that. Where was that when I needed it? You can actually jump into the back seat as well. You can do it from both ends. I'm not being rude. Thanks for watching.